It's really difficult to comprehend the magnitude of what has happened in the Northern Rivers. And I think the only way to actually understand what's happened is to go and see how people are living.
Nothing's getting any better.
This is what's left of the kitchen.
This is how high the water was in here, so just above me.
And so we basically watched anything that could float of our lives just float down through the paddocks and disappear, which is very hard to take.
It was a patchwork and quilting business. It was my quaint little shop and my home and the business and that sort of thing, yeah. And now it's all gone.
Just came up too high, too quick.
And by the time we realised, we were fighting a losing battle.
The reality is setting in. I've lost everything.
And many months later, flood-affected communities in the Northern Rivers find themselves in an entirely new crisis.
We've got an internally displaced population across the Northern Rivers. In Australia, that's not language we're used to. We might hear that if we're working in a refugee camp.
Accommodation, find these people and us accommodation. We're pensioners in our bloody 70s, homeless with nothing. Surely something can be done.
The flood actually was the easy part in all of this. Since the flood, it's just got harder and it's actually just getting worse.
A lot of houses are destabilised off their foundations, but the rest of them are just shells. People are going back into those homes because they have nowhere else to go.
So it'd be nice to have floors and walls, but a bit more help really with getting supply of the stock and things like that would be nice.
They don't have shelter, they don't have good access to heating, they don't have easy access to food and basic priorities to live a good, healthy life.
And you don't have enough money to do these repairs.
No, I don't have enough money. And I'm not the only one, there's a lot of us like it.
This has been described by our local state member as a humanitarian disaster, and it absolutely is. People do not have their basic human rights being met.
I don't know how people are doing this, The few people that are here are kind of like the hardcore survivors that just can't afford to go and live somewhere else.
But the community spirit has been unbelievable, and without them, we'd have nothing.
The generosity of people after this flood has absolutely stunned me. They don't question me for my assets, they don't question me, do I have another property, all these things that the government does, of course. People just generously give to me because the moment right now is that I need.
People are suffering, and it feels like for many, things are just getting worse. So much of the grant money isn't getting to people. They're being knocked back on insurance. People are waiting for guidance and answers and support from the government, but they're still waiting 6 months past the floods.
We're like everyone else, we're stuck. We're at a position now, I can't move forward because I haven't got any money.
We need a greater entity with greater power and a plan. Everybody is so tired of promises that weren't kept.
Unless you're actually here, you don't really get it.
You just feel a bit lost. Yeah, you just feel a bit lost.
Get out of the offices and come out here and have a good look at how exactly some of our people are doing out here and how they're struggling.